Greetings and glory to Kairos. Welcome back to Tyranny. Last time we finished in the Rust Canyons. And now we are here, at the breach in the Oldwalls. On our way, hopefully, to the spire of this region. And here we have some unbroken that are waiting for us. And because we are at the Oldwalls, we are expected to be fighting a lot of Bane. Heavy leather boots. Will be good for someone. Okay, can we loot the stuff before we have to engage? Bracers. Even faster recovery if I want to. You know what? Sure. Let's see about that. Gonna lose a little bit of deflection and precision. But maybe it's worth it. Tines of bedrock dot the landscape, providing little shelter from the constant winds. Okay. Oh, there really is nowhere to go here, huh? At attention, a band of unbroken warriors rouse into position as their leader stands alert to your presence. The Stalwart captain whistles a shrill note as you approach, when his comrades lurch to attention. He turns to regard you with open distaste. A chorus rat? You won't be conscripting this group into the Voices gang. Nah, it's okay. I already have my quota, I think. I'm the one who saved Elia from Ash's brood in Rust Canyons. That has to count for something. Okay, so looks like you would be going here no matter what. Maybe this will help their initial disposition. She did tell me that one of Kairos' minions interceded on her behalf. That was you. Gregos frowns and looks away, indecisive. He grimaces and shakes himself out of reverie. Just because he posture to seem like an ally doesn't mean we share a common cause. I already know the chorus ways. You're softening us up for conscription, and as soon as we drop our guard, you hold a blade to our necks. What are you really trying to accomplish here that I couldn't help in some way? Yeah, why don't you want me around? He opens his palms in incomprehension. Are you that dense? Where do I even begin? In no particular order, he ticks each point off his fingers. Liberate the country from Kairos, dispel the Edict of Storms, kill the last regent. Those two are basically the same. Force the last of Ash and Rat's forces as far from our borders as possible, and then put the rest to the sword. And while we're playing this little game, I'll add killing Kairos to the list. How's that sound? I've heard worse. Let me try a different approach. If I have the Unbroken already, what makes you think I won't help you? He literally just said. He thinks we're buttering them up. Which is half true anyway. Just because you're an opportunist doesn't also mean you're a savior. I know what you're trying to accomplish here. No doubt the Voices of Narat whispers his manipulations to you daily. God, no. He gestures to his soldiers and the accompanying sages. As you can see, our fighting force is holding together just fine. We're gathering our strength for another foray into the Oldwalls, and we don't need help from a chorus rat. Well, we got two options to attack. One lie, and one where we just go away. I'm not sure they would let us. Okay, what if I told you that I want to end the Edict of Storms? I wouldn't believe you for a moment. The Edict is an enormous tactical disadvantage for the disfavored. And the voice of Narad isn't such a fool that he'd give Ash a moment of respite. And that is true. Thankfully we're not strictly with them. So how about we just part ways and pretend that we never crossed paths? His thin smile widens. Counteroffer, how about I send you back to Cacophony in pieces? Does that work for you? Gregor signals his troops. Attack position, stand your ground. Oh boy. So much for helping out the Unbroken. This guy really didn't want anything to do with us, huh? Wait. These ones are actually friendly. Yeah, so it was just this guy. Skyblade to Armigers. And him. Okay, let's get back a little bit. Then here. Then you get forward. Then burn this guy. Then I request a blur here. Then shut him down. Crippling Scythe. Titan's Touch. Oh dear, they're actually using tactics here. Oh, and they're gonna double up, huh? Did no one tell them that it's actually not working?
I'll take care of it.
Okay, you're burning. I'm getting that blur. Perfect. So now I guess Verse can help me out. And then maybe Shadow can occupy the others. You're gonna throw at me. Not quite a fan of that. How about I try to silence you? Try to freeze you.
I'll take care of it.
Okay, you are drowning. I think that also means you're silenced. Spellcasting disabled. Well, you're trying a throw. As far as I'm aware, that is not a spell. But we'll see. You guys are together. Oh, it would be so nice if I could aim at an area and not a guy. Okay, you have pretty high armor. Let's deal with that. Also deal with your armor. Okay, okay. Thunder, that's good. You know what? I just remembered there's a slow mode for this game. Let's try that. One buff, please. Then one heal. Ah. That's good. Very good.
You got it.
Keep going. Then do a daze. Poison's almost done. And then heal. Oof. 42 slashing damage. That's heavy. Okay, now you heal. And blur yourself. them. Burning on you. Okay. Perfect. Stun, stun. Spell breached. Perfect. And thankfully, these guys are not disfavored, so we don't have to deal with that annoying thing with Graven Ash healing them. Very nice. Oh, okay, that's good. Others can go out and help. Banner of Stalwart. Don't really know what you're trying to do here. But maybe we put a stop to it. Anyway we can. And now I actually want to switch to the staff a little bit. Just to get some XP. Hehe, look at him go. One trample here. Then Sunder over here. Maybe try to daze them.
Did not see.
And just keep stun looking the guy.
Not a problem.
Miss.
Ooh, that was a heavy heal. Did that do anything else? +5 might. Not really a fan of that. Okay, item cooldown is down. That's good. Okay, there's one days. Maybe try to silence you.
Try a different tactic. This isn't working.
Okay, you have 10 blunt armor.
Taste own blood on tongue.
Endurance for drowning. Funnily enough, you have the least amount. You're doing barely any damage to Verse. Okay. These again. Perfect. Just keep getting the guy.
Said nothing.
Okay. Now, I need to sunder him so Verse can deal damage. There we go. Have fun. Ouch.
Weapon is like
Blur is almost up. Guy is dead.
It's time. to kill!
Okay. So, was that worth it? Guy from the Sage's Guild. Am I next? The sage points his quill at the unbroken corpses, biting his lip as he finishes the final scribblings of a note. I was not trying to eavesdrop on your scuffle, but now that I've witnessed it, duty obliges that I record it. He rolls a sheet of parchment into a thick tube in his hand. Come and silence the record if you must, but I warn you, the sages have long written memories. Maybe I should have brought Landry here. I wonder if there was a special interaction. No need to leave such comprehensive notes. What are you suggesting? His writing hand comes to a halt as he studies you in shock. Well, I don't think anything good can come from threatening a sage. You obviously cannot bribe them. And I think they value their integrity above any sort of politics. But maybe it's worth a try. You may have witnessed the fight, but did you have an honest accounting of the events beforehand? Hieronymus's face reddens. His face twists into a nervous smile. I suppose. He crumples the parchment note and begins scrolling anew. I suppose the record need not divulge the private affairs of a Fatebinder of Tunon. Boy. He knows what's up. And how may this humble servant of letters be of assistance? He runs his fingers through his hair, resting his quill behind his ear. I understand that we both seek items within yonder Oldwalls. What are sages doing here with the Unbroken? Let us say we are sympathetic to each other's causes. He clears his throat. It also helps that we are both interested in the arcana of yesteryear. The Regent artifacts are supposed to be fascinating specimens, and no sage would, in good conscience, refuse an opportunity for study. Okay then. Tell me about yourself. I am Hieronymus, journeyman of the School of Ink and Quill. I scribed under Gaver's Crane, and 17 tomes are bound by my hand. He coughs, his gaze at his feet. All other details are just vanity. I'm more accustomed to studying others than extolling my own facts. Okay, seems like an honest guy. I'm looking for the steadfast insignia. Tell me what you know. Artifacts are a fascinating business, are they not? When Stalwart's decorated military history yielded so much intrigue around them. The steadfast insignia was prominently displayed in every unbroken battle where Regent Aspison fought. Over the years it became something of a rallying marker, and its presence alone accounted for many notable victories. Hieronymus shakes his head with a sigh, gesturing toward the massive stone horizon of the Oldwalls. It lies within, but no good discovery is without its pitfalls. He points toward a wide breach in a nearby section of the ancient stone facade. The Unbroken and I were attempting to recover a few relics of interest from the Oldwalls, but a swarm of scourges put a halt to that plan. We recovered the torch key during our ill-fated first attempt to breach the Oldwalls. I have seen fashioned stone like it before, but what we don't know about them would fill a library. Hieronymus points with a shaky finger. Unfortunately, when we were attacked, we got separated from Gregos's men, and one of the soldiers still has the torch key. His corpse does, to be exact. Okay, and where is that body? Just southeast of the breach. Take care, those beasts may still be on the hunt. Thank you, and what does it do? It appears to be part of a lock and key system within the Oldwalls. If only we could replicate such crafts on as grand a scale as the builders of this place. He shakes himself from reverie. In any event, you need the torch key if you want to scour the ruins below. Okay, what are the next steps? Once you get the torch key, you'll be able to venture past the first chamber. He pauses for a moment. Of course, given our aborted efforts, you can understand why I'd be hesitant to re-enter the Oldwalls. My scribe Javala didn't survive the trip, the poor girl. I'll answer any questions you have, though you're apt to tell me more of interest than the other way around, I'm sure. Okay, what can you tell me about the Oldwalls? Hieronymus's eyes widen. I could speak volumes, Honorable Fatebinder, but I will summarize. The Oldwalls predated settlement of the Tears. The passageways crisscross the landscape, but most good folk steer clear. Kairos' laws forbid entry, which hasn't always been a problem for us, but even we saw the good sense to stay out. Explorers have found old artwork, funerary remains, and other relics of a civilization predating our own. Hieronymus lets out a long sigh as he looks at the towering wall behind him. But most find a quick death in the Oldwalls, as the current inhabitants are inhuman predators, creatures of arcane power that appear to travel on the mists. So what are you looking for in the Oldwalls exactly? My research suggests that within these nearby Oldwalls are a set of stones carved with ancient script. For lack of a better term, I call them stones of elucidation. His hand darts to his satchel, producing a hand-drawn sketch of an ordinary circle. I know this sketch doesn't capture the wonder, and frankly, we don't really know what they do. We have found spheres of identical size but different glyphs in over a dozen disparate regions of the Oldwalls. Is that gonna be the thing? The symbols that each of the spires have. As we find more of these stones, we can compare commonalities in sigils. With a large enough collection to study, we hope to crack the language of the Oldwalls. Who can guess what we might learn then? Hieronymus blushes. It's been a slow process. Constructing dead languages without living witnesses is singularly frustrating. It is a tall request, but I doubt Tunon selects fools for Fatebinders. I could use someone with your mettle to brave the Oldwalls. Okay, what's in it for me? For you? He looks askance, his chin resting in ink-stained hand. Mention in the chronicles. Probably money. A copy of one of your arcane texts. Well, that might be a bit too much of an ask. Yeah, maybe a fair mention in the chronicles. Give ourselves a little boost. He looks at you blankly. That's it? I thought you were going to shake me down for my last copper ring. Yeah, the thought crossed my mind really, but you're a sage. I have a feeling that scribes don't really make much money. Anyway. He tilts his head to the side. I looks you up and down. I don't make it a point to modify the record, but help me out and I'll aggrandize your role in my telling of the deeds. Okay, that's good enough for me. The sage bows with a nod. That is all I can expect. And what can I expect inside? The worst? He looks at you with a puzzled smile, his mouth moving in several half-starts. The Oldwalls are filled with arcane beasts that attack erratically and with little warning. My colleagues can only speculate on what they are or what possible sustenance, if any, they find in the Oldwalls. That said, if you see one, it would be unwise to approach it and ask clarifying questions. Her crimson eyes darken with the heat, with a predatory bloodlust. Okay, so you wanna go inside and kill some Bane, huh? And what about the steadfast insignia? It's just a simple trinket to the untrained eye, but every first regent since before the Unbroken earned that name wore the badge into battle. Stalwart folk are ever famous for standing their ground, and the steadfast insignia embodies their immovable nature. The wearer can resist any charge, push or shove. He smiles, pointing to the ground, where heavy footprints are visible under layers of rust and sand. The layers of rust let you judge the age of footprints here in the Blade Grave. And these tracks heading into the Oldwalls date back to the opening days of Kairos' storm. My working hypothesis is that the only person with her feet on the ground during the peak of the storm would be the bearer of the steadfast insignia. Hieronymus aims his finger along the footprints in rust until he's pointing at the Oldwalls. But I suppose we won't know for certain until we look. Okay. Can you deliver a message? Okay, why would I want to do that? Nah. I am curious. What kind of message? Not currently. His arm instinctively lifts up, his gloved hand raised slightly above his ear, arm crooked, to create a landing surface for a bird. He looks skyward, blinking as he searches the clouds for several long moments. My Thunder Dove is carrying another missive at the moment. When she's returned, there may be room in her bindle for a note or two. Huh. Okay. Well, I wonder who we would send a message to. Okay, what's going on with you? Why do you have a selection on? Heavy armor. Still no thank you. What did this guy have? Weeping Wound. Two-handed sword. Oh, drains health on a crit. Interesting. An unhealthy reddish light writhes about this sword-like infection. Driven into flesh, Weeping Wound could sap the life out of any creature and transfer it to the wielder. That's very interesting. Maybe we can even try it. Basically the same as any other great sword. Okay. A massive stone door towers above you. It looks like this was the actual entrance to the Oldwalls. Huh. So, are we going over here? Kinda looks like it. Stones of elucidation. One of these. Retrieve the torch key. Okay.
I'd say that's worth a second glance.
Oh, what's this? Vein touch stuff. This one also has health drain on the crit. And it gives grave light. Oh. That's interesting. I didn't think we would actually gain it. And it also has the same low recovery. This crush damage. You know, I think I'm actually gonna try this. Because I do not currently have grave light in my skills. Ebb was not nice enough to teach us that sigil. Maybe at some point? Now, what does Verse want here? Of course, if you ask me, it's always vitality. Would need one more point in Skirmisher. Bonus dodge when wearing light armor. She is light armored. But maybe we hop on over to the Duelist 3. Gravedigger. Does a prone versus parry. Huh, 100% riposte chance. Okay, that. It's basically free damage. I cannot not take it. A shield. Just once I want a game where you can go unarmed with a shield. I mean, you can't do that in Skyrim. It's just stupid. What do we have here? Just a wisp. Okay.
Come closer, you ugly bastards.
Oh. Okay. Interesting. So if we were to have run in here, we would have been in a pincer attack. And that's not very nice of them. And because Ebb has the aura that frightens the Bane, we might as well just stay close to them. Scourges are immune to fire. Immune to prone, naturally. So you're immediately gonna dervish, I see. Now when Shadow just casually engages with all of them. Okay. Okay, you are on the sword.
Fear nothing. Fear nothing.
Frozen and frightened. You're gonna eviscerate Ebb. Not if I can help it. Okay. Oh no, it was worse. That was frightened. Shriek and shriek. Actually gonna pop this. There we go. Oh, you have super high dodge. Can't actually do anything with the staff here. Okay, my bad. There we go. You are frozen. So just let it go. Get out of here. Okay. reverse can engage here. Wow. Immediately double hit with this disengage.
Until you're dead!
Okay. That was easy.
You want me to be subtle? Fine.
Now we wait. Okay, I see a lot of these wisps. And there's a scourge. Okay.
Feels in shadow understands.
Let's see, 3 wisps. 2 scourges. I think that is entirely doable.
Yep.
Okay. But maybe move to here. Have a little room to maneuver.
You got it.
Okay. I think it's all good.
Feels in shadow understands.
Probably Shadow should be starting with a jump. If she can make it. Probably can't make it. In that case, words starts with this.
This'll be fun.
Okay. And then I come in with a staff and just start getting the wisps. Okay. And now they are pretty tightly back together. Okay, who did the 98 damage? Oh, Shadow did a crit. Nice. Okay.
Dumbass mistake of mine.
Oh, this guy is almost dead. Oh no, I'm actually on wisp duty.
Oh, that would be good.
Oh, come on. Okay. Remove the frighten. Oh wow, you're really getting banged up here, huh?
And an iron ring.
Well, okay.
Every dumbass mistake of mine.
Squirmy! Can't explode! Us.
There we go. That's one less.
Felt nothing. Felt nothing.
You know what? I think I actually... No, I did not get Relentless yet, so... I don't actually want Shadow to fall here. But worse might if I don't help out. Okay. Okay, so the Scourge was frightened. And the Wisp was frightened. Good stuff.
I dare you!
There's a level up.
To try that again!
Okay, why aren't you going down? That's more like it.
It's time to kill!
Okay, here we go. And you also ran out of healing potions. Alright, so one of these guys has the key. Nope. Oh, that was the torch key. Okay. Stalwart bronze sword. Anything else secretly? Just some gems. And there was one more way over here. Channeled strength. We already have that. Okay. Well, so far, it was easy, dare I say.
Follow quietly. Paw, soft, soft, soft.
Okay, we have a fight immediately. Let's level Ebb. I still don't understand how I am so behind. What am I doing wrong? Is it maybe just the fact that I'm not gaining enough skills? Maybe I should start paying for it. Yeah, that's probably it. Maybe go back to Cacophony. I think there was at least one skill trainer in there. So I think what is holding you back right now is your cooldowns. Give you a little bit of that. Fluid Body. Reduce hostile afflictions to 80% of their duration That's a pretty roundabout way of saying by 20%. Strike 2 times with basic attacks until damaged. An extra recovery time. Given that you're usually in the background, that's probably very good. So let's grab Fluid Body. And next level up. We go with that. Now, what's all this then? Is it really just these 3? Four, I mean. Yeah, kinda looks like it. Because this is probably the door to the other chambers, and it is locked without the key. So... I think everything is good.
By your command.
You just have to immediately jump the Scourge. Because it's just raging. Okay, question. If I get as far as the game lets me, okay, now you have a blur. I feel a little better about this.
Fears in shadow.
Then start moving everyone a little bit. I'm still gonna be on staff duty,
Understands.
because my skill levels are about half of my unarmed. And sometimes it is good to switch it up. Okay. Then burn this.
Fear nothing.
Then freeze you. Versus magic. They have no magic resist. That is perfect. Little bit of AoE. Okay, frozen and hobbled. Might actually just die over here. Get this one.
Fear nothing.
Okay, frightened. I come to the rescue. Okay. Okay, why do you gain XP with one-handed weapons? Oh. Right, because you gain XP like that, even with the two-handed. Okay, I completely forgot that.
Fear nothing.
Whoa, 40 arcane. Okay, where does all this damage come from? See, this is 7. This is 6. boom, just 40 and 28. I don't know. That's probably just how the
Pray it's up.
wisps are doing. And they are also immune to daze from the looks of it. That's okay.
Be wary, or become hunted. Tread soft, soft, slow, ready to strike.
Okay. So we got a thing over here. And another thing over here. Oh. Ah, okay, now I see. This is probably gonna keep happening as we go in. These things are gonna just start releasing Bane. Okay. Let's just get him.
Be fun.
Stop dodging strike!
Singe. Okay, that's probably special attack that you do. Okay, yeah, that's the one that does a whole lot of arcane damage. Okay. Okay, so the wisps are not as harmless as I originally thought. But still, they're manageable. It is unclear if this Bane snare was destroyed by the Unbroken, trying to get in, or the Bane attempting to escape. Oh, so these are actually specific things, kinda like dream catchers, but for the Bane. Okay. The crystal in the beacon shimmers softly as you... I miss that. As you bring the torch key closer to it. Good thing I remembered the chat log. Now. Touch the beacon with the Garn torch key. Do I have to remember what it looks like?
Want to touch bright markings carved into rock wall?
Okay, and now it's
Pads of
glowing.
this woman's fingers tingle and throb.
Okay. Well, since the key has a name, maybe we're actually gonna start finding multiple. And then you have to switch these to unlock other stuff, maybe.
You didn't see nothing.
Yep. One fight immediately. Just wisps and scourges. But I think I'm gonna take a quick break here and then continue immediately from here. I expect there's gonna be nothing but fighting every single room in here. Okay. But for now, thank you for watching. If you like this game, please give the video a like. And until the next one, have a pleasant day, and most importantly, glory to Kairos.